Welcome along to the live stream here. Thought I'd come on a little bit earlier than scheduled here as I walk into the town of Great Yarmouth today. Hopefully the signal will get a little bit better. It is very misty here, as you can see in the background here. You might be able to hear it slightly. There is a Father Christmas somewhere on the other side of the what is known as a choo-choo station. For those people who feel really young and all that kind of thing. I can hear it now. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you all. There are pictures to come on that. There's videos to come of Norwich and all that kind of thing. And, of course, I literally just got off the train now. And, of course, it's blooming hot, I would say, on that note. Hello, Strawberry. Watching from Bury Edmonds. Hello, Nikki Gibbs. Also, watching from Hatfield today. Sorry, missed your last live on the Q&A. I presume that you're talking about that. I had to do a little bit of work, and I presume you've been with your family as well, Nikki. So that's our other moderator. 3 thumbs up already. Amazing stuff already. I can hear it all kicking off here. And I literally just got off the train, right? And there's this guy who said he was a trumpeter. I thought he was actually belonging to Greater Anglia, but of course he ended up just being an old age pensioner. Got off at Brundle, right? And he said his name was George Cole. If you hear of that name, that sounds very familiar, sort of famous name. But he said he used to be a trumpeter, a freelance trumpeter in his time. So yeah, that's George Cole, who I actually met, who is a kind of like old age pensioner, that kind of thing. So 4 thumbs up already. Now, let me just tell you where I am right now. I'll flick the camera over now and look through the eye shield. So if I turn the camera around this way, of course I've just got off the zebra crossing here. This is the main train station here. If you've never been to Great Yarmouth on train, this is where you can get taxis here in the summertime. Obviously it fills up with a lot of people, and of course there is a bus stop over there. I believe it's where, of course, the buses do come and pick you up here. I think it might be the National Express that comes there. I'm not quite sure, but this is the bay where you'd normally wait for a taxi or maybe phone them up, you know. And I got a ticket, a very good ticket from Cambridge, which is quite a reasonable price ticket. £13 it cost me from Cambridge for a return on a discounted ticket. And of course McDonald's is on the other side. You got Asda on the other side as well. I've never been at that side of Great Yarmouth for a very long time. I don't think I ever have. And if you go by car, it will probably take you through this way in. My hands are getting cold. I haven't put my gloves on yet. So do come and say hello in the chat like Strawberry done, and Nikki Gibbs as well. I'll try and keep up with the chat as well. It's not going to be easy because my hands are literally frozen, I think. Did I say I was warm earlier? I think I did. So if any chats do come through, they will come up on the screen, and I'll try and read them as quickly as possible, because they do flash by and disappear. So this is a bridge here. I don't think Strawberry's been through this way because we normally get taxis down here. So you'll see the Great Yarmouth Minster in the distance there. On a good day you'll see that a lot better. And this is what we see from here. Fantastic view. It's just great to see, isn't it? So as we walk down this way here, I'm using the small gimbal here, which it's probably one you can buy from Poundland if you can get them. And of course, yes, this bridge here has been here ever since I've been walking this way, and you can see it's a massive drop down there. So yeah, that's probably why I've got a safety kind of bridge on the other side here, and the river stretches to the other side of Great Yarmouth. So we're in Norfolk here. Don't forget, of course, if anybody wants to support the channel in any way, feel free to do so. You got GoFundMe and the PayPal, and Of course, we've got some merchandise as well, all linked to, of course, touring with us. Because we have different sort of mugs as well. Probably we've got a We Love East Anglia one due to come in the new year, probably. And, of course, We Love Havel UK as well. So this is a little walkway. It's a little tiny walkway. It's quite narrow, actually, to be fair. Do let us know in the comments if you've ever been this way into Great Yarmouth before my hands get really, really frozen. So we've been going 5 minutes on the clock here. Thank you very much for tuning in here. It is a slow kind of walk. I'm not as fit as those lengthier walkers. I wish I could. I'm probably the same age as that as well. That other one that, of course, comes here a lot and misses out on this sort of area as well. So what I'm going to do is cross the traffic lights here. Hopefully we'll see some festive stuff as well. I don't know if we will, but yeah, this is the road that goes right the way round the Great Yarmouth itself. There is a river that heads on towards Galston that way. So I remember, Strawberry, you've been to Galston, haven't you? Last year. True, he needs to warm up. Grab yourself a hot drink and warm up. I will do later on. Because I'm heading towards the Spoons in this direction. So I do know how to get into Great Yarmouth this way. One thing you do have to be very careful of, and I have to be as well, crossing this road here. So you have to bear with me as I cross the road. And some people like to take a chance, but I don't. I'm very sensible. I press the button, just like this, waiting for the signal. That should stop one of the cars. So that road goes towards Galston that way. And that road goes onto the main Acle Strait, which is where the bus would actually go if you're getting the every 15 minutes bus. Oh, that's a horrible sound, isn't it? Yep, they've stopped for us. Thank you very much. So, of course, I can safely cross. Might get some people giving us a wave. Probably get more people waving during the summer than anything else. So, yeah, there's a nice little post box. That's quite useful to know when you come to Great Yarmouth. Last collection time, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. That's quite early, isn't it? So, of course, we've got signs to the town centre and seafront. Don't know if we're going to head to the seafront today, but of course I'll go as far as I can into the seafront, but then I'll have to do a U-turn. The town centre and market seafront bus and coach stations. St George's Theatre, talking about someone I met on the train called George Cole. And signs to the railway station is over there. That's literally where I've just walked from. Feels a long way already, doesn't it? Looking at it at home, it always does look long, but when you actually come here, it's not. We're going up the Conge here, which is a hill that will take you right into the main area and the town centre and market of Great Yarmouth. There's also a yacht station up in that direction as well, and that road takes you to the historic South Quay in that direction over there. Is it misty where you are? Let us know the temperature in your area. It's -1 according to what it says on the internet, but do you believe what the internet says? It's actually like putting your hand inside a fridge or freezer, actually, but actually it's not too bad. Got all this industrial area here, cool Witherspoons. Yeah, you'll see Witherspoons, and hopefully I'll show you that before I hopefully head down towards the seafront. Hopefully I'll show you a bit of the seafront, because I know people like to see it this time of year. But you can see it on the webcam live, but they don't sort of show you the sound. But I won't actually go too far into the sea because I don't want to get my shoes muddled up with sand. I just saw a bus there. Did anyone see that? If you spot anything that, of course, I don't spot, do let me know. So, yeah. So we're walking up the hill here. I think there's a job centre and a police station up here. Nicky, it is cold. So, yeah, absolutely. Trying to catch up with the chat here. It's 3 degrees here, so cold. Exactly. -1 is colder. Actually, I feel like I'm in Lapland at the moment. Lapland is apparently -15. If you look at the webcam of Lapland, you'll see that it's got -15. Blimey, that is cold. It's blooming cold. So we walk up into the town. We'll see some of the town at least. I might actually try and take a shortcut. So yeah, got all these kind of industrial areas. Oh, sorry, I'm filming the floor a bit. It's not that easy when you're actually trying to look at the camera and look where you're going at the same time. So I do apologise about that. If the signal, does bluffer or whiz round and round and round, do let me know. If the picture gets a bit pixelated, gets a bit blurry, that kind of thing, also let me know. So the police station's just here, so I've got to be on my guard, and the job centre's just here. Now, I would actually like to live here as my second home, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, but we can all dream. So yeah, it's a satellite system there watching everybody. So yeah, neighbourhood watch, as they say. So we're looking through the eye shield here. I know there's videographers. We don't do it, but of course there's videographers that actually go out filming police stations. Why? You only just want to see it once and that's it. But yeah. Are you enjoying the video so far? Let us know. Give us some more thumbs up. So yeah, this is the old part of Great Yarmouth over in that section there, just down there. You can go miles walking down there. Probably end up not getting anywhere. So there's one way you can get to the Great Yarmouth Minster just over there. Just remember where you see this, because it's very important to know all this. It's like a ground version of Google Map here, and I try to be informative. What I like about Great Yarmouth itself is that it's very flat. You've got NatWest just to the left here. People will remember it if they've been to Great Yarmouth or been familiar with it before. And thank you very much for joining us here. This is Touring With Us Live, broadcasting from Norfolk's finest seaside resort of Great Yarmouth. Probably come back here for a holiday at some point in the new year. You know, hoping it's not snowing by then. It usually does in January, but apparently it doesn't sort of settle here. It does snow here, but of course it doesn't settle apparently. So that's a good news, good point on that. So yeah, one thing good about NatWest is that I've noticed that they've got good coin machine there. You can put all your 2p's in there if you've got NatWest there. And don't spend all your money all in once. There's a car park here for those people travelling by car, and loads of people still travelling by car this time of year. So I'll try and walk to some festive areas, make it more interesting. Now I've got to cross here, have a good look at the Great Yarmouth Minster here. It's one of the bus stops where, of course, the X11, which will take you eventually to Norwich, taking about 45 minutes or so, which isn't long really. Talking about a bus here, I timed that well, didn't I? That's the X11. Every 15 minutes, that is, and we don't get that in Suffolk. Why? You know, you hear yourself asking. Of course, every half hour in Suffolk, and other places even worse, as we well know. Well, some of us do anyway. So yeah, just looking at. Oh, I nearly tripped over then. So yeah, these are the prices for car parking. Andy, if you're watching, this is useful to know. We're talking about Andy from Haverhill. Someone by the name of Andy from Haverhill. Are you watching? So yeah, it's £3. It's not too bad actually. Not too bad prices. Let it snow? No, thank you very much. You want it like a I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I can't remember the words. Do you know what? I'm feeling really confident today. It's because I'm on my own. No, actually, I do need company here. Helps when you've got good company along with you as well. But yeah, like other videographers do have people with them to make sure everything's going all right. But of course, I thought the moderator could have a little bit of a look as I go live for the first time. Just watch at home in the warm. So yeah, this is a little new area here of the market area, and pretty much this is what it looks like inside. We'll probably hopefully show you a bit of that in just a moment. Yeah, you just got to be very wary of the seagulls around here. I'm not too sure if this is all completed yet. Looks like it's not completed yet, but some of it is, and it needs to be completely finished before, of course, you get the full effect of this. Seagulls, you do have to sort of duck down here. My glasses nearly fell off once when I went with Karaoke Phil. And by the way, of course, you can't see it now, but of course the coaches on the other side is where Phil used to sing all day long. No, I'm not going to let it snow. Look at the seagulls. Have a good look whilst you're here. Wow, look at that. You probably might go for this camera in a minute, so I've got to be careful where I'm wandering around. Especially in the summer, they will nick your chips. There's £1 lounge just here. And let's walk around this way here. Some really nice little gift shops here. Miss the old market was really good back then. Yeah, I do agree with you, Nikki. It's amazing how people miss the market, because it's all been done up since. It's all brand new. Slightly different to Hunstanton, obviously. Hunstanton has a lot of wind over there. Look how festive it is. Wow, look at that. Hopefully the signal won't go as I walk under here. Well, you've got your JL Butchers there. Number 5. I reckon that place could be number 1 soon. Mac and cheese. I really feel tempted by now to get something to eat. Chips and hot peas. Oh, they're all queuing up for it. Thought they'd be queuing up for the spoons. I think it's Cones chips here. So Great Yarmouth Borough Council has secured £13.7 million investment from the government's future High Streets fund towards its vision of the regeneration for the town centre. And you can read the rest of it, it's all in big. Look at that, amazing. Give you a chance to read that. Look how much rubbish they've left there, amazing. That's a job for the dustbin lorry people, or People that like dusting. The market cobbler. Key cutting and all that kind of thing. We do have that in Haverhill, Suffolk as well. And some other towns. Thought I got lost here for a second. I really did. I'm walking out that like that. Apparently the Norwich market is quite easy to get lost in as well. But look how festive it is here in Great Yarmouth. Lots of shops down here. Lots of kind of things to look at. I've been going here for 20 minutes already. So I'll turn a right here. They're still building some of it here, down in this area here. I don't know what signal I'm using, whether it's Vodafone or EE at the moment. I've got both running. Well, I've got one more day of Vodafone before it changes over to EE. Just look how constructive that is. The noise you can hear in the background is kids running around. So, yeah. Try not to get them in the camera in case they don't want to be filmed and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm going to probably turn a left here and go towards the Spoons, which is where I'm going to end up as well. By the way, there is a video hopefully coming up. Well, two of them. One from Travelodge in Haverhill, where I did a night stay with Strawberry. And, of course, yes, that's because she looks like a strawberry. That does sound familiar, doesn't it? And she'll say, yeah, that's so funny. Yes. And there's another video of course, a bit of Greg's that I did the other day. Unfortunately, our live in Bury St Edmunds did cut off because of a phone call. That can be very, very annoying. And, of course, there's another video coming from Norwich for a Wetherspoons review, if you want to check that one out. The Feathers here, they often do live football games watching. And they also, well, they did do karaoke, but I don't know if they're doing music now, but you can see they do televisions in there for people that want to watch TV, watch the football, that kind of thing, and you can see a bit of me, babe. So, yeah. Looks good. I've never been there, literally, myself. Looks like it's quite fairly busy in there. Yes, it's cool. Oh, Strawberry, you're still there? I thought you was a strawberry. Yeah, there you go. Nice and sweet. Yeah, this ruins here looks like it's part of an old part of a building, that kind of thing. And there's lots of that in Great Yarmouth we haven't yet seen. And it goes right the way through to the other side of Great Yarmouth in that direction, towards Galston. So, yeah. I can't literally see what time it is on the screen here. Troll cart, Wetherspoons in Great Yarmouth. You can see a bus going through there. That would be the number 2. That's the one I normally try to catch if I can, and sometimes it doesn't show up when I want it to show up. But it usually takes you just round the corner if you can't be bothered to walk that far. Yeah, this building looks like it used to be a pub, and it's a bit of a shame it's in tatters at the moment. I'll try and go as far as I can to the seafront, the normal way that I normally would go, but we'll see the troll cart in just a moment. It's actually on the right hand side here as I walk towards it. You've got your Iceland here. There's one in Bury St Edmunds I do know about, and Haverhill, and Cambridge. Don't know if there's one in Ely. Is there an Iceland in Hatfield that I don't know about? Scott Smart's in the chat. Hello, another moderator. All the moderators are here. Where's Julian? That's another moderator. Julian Plum, as in the fruit. Yeah, so that's the main bus station where all the buses will pull through there. Of course, it's so much easier to get a bus from Norwich to Great Yarmouth if you don't really fancy getting the train. But I got the train today, obviously, because of time and all that kind of thing, because I'm only here for a day. I wish I was here for a night stay. I really do. Because, I get the feel of the place and all that kind of thing. So the Trollcott Spoons is just in that distance. We'll come back that way in just a little bit, hopefully. Hopefully we will get a chance to do that on an opportunity. I'm going to shortcut it today because of time. There's the Norwich X1. That bus needs a little bit of a clean there, doesn't it? Well, these buses do run every 15 minutes. What do you expect? Now I've got to cross here. Can we cross? It looks like I can. So I'll do it safely. I'll probably head straight down here, somewhere where I don't normally head down towards. And of course, not many people show it. I don't know why. Why are they scared of coming down to this area? I don't know. Why is anyone scared of coming down this area? Because I'm certainly not. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Everyone is just so wonderful. We've got Debenhams. It's called Market Gates here. Got all these different houses here. If you had some money, would you ever come down here to live? Apparently Norfolk is quite cheaper to live than anywhere else. I don't know how true it is, because I don't know of a resident that actually lives here. I know people from the pubs, like the Lion. I know, of course, the landlord. And sometimes I forget the names of them. So Karen is one of them, I think. And I know it's a Sheffield Wednesday supporter. Julian will be able to tell me, so if he's in the chat, he'll be able to tell me. Karen, and I can't remember his other name. But I know he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. So yeah, the only thing disappoints me is every time my football team plays, well, they're not playing at the moment, thankfully, but my team, Southampton or Cambridge actually, have never won since I've been here, and that is a well-known fact. So yeah, the Seagulls of Great Yarmouth is always great to hear.
Do you live here?
Sorry? No, I don't live here. I'm only doing a video, mate.
Thank you.
That's all right. Hopefully you find somewhere, yeah, for a delivery. You take care. Have a good one, won't you? There's so many great people down here as well. So, yeah, thank you very much for sticking with us.
Fuck her out in a pussy.
If you heard that swearing, I have to apologise. You're live on touring with us. That got rid of them, didn't they? I do apologise if we heard any swearing there, which shouldn't have happened there, but there you go. Let's move on to this road here. I can see one of the Abbey's minibus services there. There you go. If my camera goes back to normal, you'll be able to see it there. Hopefully no one heard that swearing there. There's some naughty words being used there. It's always going to happen when you go on a live. You never know what's going to happen. I think it's Karen or Steve, I can't think. I know it's Karen and her, I believe it's her other half or husband, who actually run the Lion, which we're heading towards now. Well, in that sort of direction. It's probably a lot quicker going this way, actually. But I don't normally, I wouldn't go this way. I'd go the other way. the other way. But yeah, yes, I am on the route to Spoons, which is in that direction. So yeah, I'm just going down towards the seafront at the moment. Do I sound out of breath? I don't know. Some people got their England flags up. Strawberry, can you text Julian and tell him to get on here? Because he needs to help me out with something. My memory's gone like a sieve. So yeah, this is a different sort of part of Great Yarmouth that people don't often see, and they should know about, because you know, if you want to come and live here, you need to know some of the area. I don't often video residential areas, but of course this is just one way to get into the seafront here. You've got your convenience stores just to the right there. You've got quite a few of them actually. So yeah, I will probably go a quieter way back if I can. I might go to the Pall Mall Bow. Pall Mall, I can't even pronounce it. The Pall Mall, going back towards the other way. So that would be good. I do know there's a Premier Inn. Well, just a Premier store. But there is a Premier Inn in Great Yarmouth, but it gets booked up very quickly. So the line is just over there. And of course the Premier is just there. So yeah, it's just right on the end there. You can't really see it in view, but it is definitely there. And there's a chip shop towards the end as well. And if you turn right, you'll see Rains Court Lodge. I'm hoping to go up that way in just a little bit, so if you want to stay with the one you're on, why opposite way, because I want to show something different. Are you all set for Christmas? Okay, that's a good question. Yes, I am. I know it's not really that festive down here, but of course I've got to quickly walk over here quickly, because you never know what the ongoing traffic is about. Probably recognise some of these taxi drivers here. It's about £5 from here to the train station, something like that. Some of them are on meter and some of them are not. It all depends on who it is that you're going with. Let's walk quickly if I can. You can see these paths are quite sort of straight, and they are not uphill, you know, which is what I like about Great Yarmouth. If it's not uphill, you don't have to do too much walking uphill. So yeah, I will go to that place where we normally stay, and it's not too much distance away from where I am now. I'll probably quickly go up there now and have a look and show you wonderful people, because I think you deserve it, because I think it's kind of like a place where it gets missed out, which is unfortunate. And now that we've had the courage to do it, people might follow. Who knows? The Waverley Hotel is just here, because some of these hotels you can book on booking.com, which is where I actually found this B&B. And of course there is another B&B which is on the other side, called the Trevor Ross, and it's on the Pall Mall side, Regent Road, which is just to the right there. I'll be probably heading back that way in just a moment, because I'll probably need something to eat a bit, because I'm literally out of breath. Do I sound it? I don't know. But of course, thank you all so much for watching in. Yes, it's very foggy. Is it foggy in Bears and Evans today? Tell me if it is. Got the Regent restaurant over there. Apparently it had poor views. I don't know how true that was. You always have to wait for a car to go by. So I've only got a little bit of a walkway to get to the main sea front here. The Seymour guest house here. A lot of guest houses are here. You can literally book them online if you can get them quick enough. Sometimes they do good deals. Bearing in mind, of course, when you book on booking.com, sometimes they will not tell you that some hotels have to pay a little bit extra fee. A bit like, of course, if you sell something on eBay, you have to pay a fee for doing it. And each time someone actually purchases a night stay, probably the same rules applied, or something different, or something different, as in something similar. You got the Prince Hotel here. It's quite nice. Looks quite posh, doesn't it? Looks like it's been done up here. Wow, looks great, doesn't it? Prince's Road. And then you've got another one here, Clover Court, just there. It feels like we're in Margate for some reason, I don't know why, but it feels like that sort of feeling. Alex Bailey's in the chat. Hello, it's very cold. What, where you are in Haverhill? Well, actually, if you stand here, it's actually not too bad. Honestly, but very wisely. Of course, hello to all the 10 people watching right now. And I would say it's not too bad temperature here. I'm situated in Great Yarmouth here. I'm welcome to touring with us. If you haven't already spotted us here, thank you so much. Great that you're giving us the thumbs up. Of course, it gets a lot of views coming down here, doesn't it? So, yeah. It is. Hello. Do you want to say a quick hi? This is touring with us. Yeah, you know, give us a subscribe if you want.
Oh, it's very cold here, not like my country.
No, yeah. Where you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Portugal.
Oh, Portugal.
Yeah,
You don't mind me asking that?
No.
No. Portugal. Yeah, hello, Portugal. Great stuff. Yeah, England could be facing you next, couldn't we, if we win tonight against France?
No, yeah.
Yeah. Because you got what's it, Morocco, isn't it? Yeah. Could be interesting final. Fingers crossed. It's all going to be a bit of fun here. So we're touring with us. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe on YouTube.
All right.
You're touring with us, yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you. What's your names?
Yuri.
Jonathan. Okay, nice to meet you both. Take care, won't you? Have a nice day.
Good day.
Yeah, see ya. So there you go. We always get some nice people that want to come and say hello. All from Portugal, by the way. And they didn't mind, actually, if I was to ask them where they were from. Especially if they're from Portugal. I hear that Portugal people are quite nice people. And many other countries might be just as nice as well. I just hear lots of rumours that you can't ask where people are from these days. That's been on the news on GB News, but yeah, I don't know if anyone knows about that. But anyway, we're live on touring with us at the seafront and the famous one as well. I'm going to check the time in just a moment, but of course, yes, before I do that, let's talk a little bit about the quiet area at the moment. There is a webcam just over there, and I will actually zoom in and show you where it is. So if you want to spot me on the webcam, I'll go over to it in a moment. It's that little white thing there, that little thing where my finger is pointing. That is the webcam that beams down and moves around like this. So this is the Britannia Pier. It's actually got some of the letters back now, which is good. We're going to do a left turn in just a moment. But, of course, yeah, this here is the Prom Hotel, the last night of the Prams. That's a joke by Tim Vine, by the way. This is not the last night of the Prams. It's the last night of the Proms Hotel. And it's very Christmas festive, as you can see there. Look at that. The camera doesn't do justice there. Yes, it's not that cold. Honestly, it is not that cold. It looks it. It's actually more colder inland than it is here. This is honest to God's truth. I feel very fresh breeze. It feels like a fridge now, just at this point. And I don't need to wear gloves. I really don't, honestly. I'd be like shivering if I did. You can see it's a little bit on the frosty side. It's more drier. There's no ice down here, really. It doesn't really settle if there is any snow down here. There you go. The floor cam version of the webcam, which is over there. If you want to spot me on the webcam, take a picture and I'll wave to you very quickly. But the camera's probably pointing over in that direction. Then it moves over there. And then it moves over there. And then it moves down here. Amazing stuff. So, yeah. We'll take a quick look at the sea as we can. I don't often do it like this. I'm normally really, really tired. But I feel full of energies right now. And it's got rid of my cold. You can hear my voice is sounding a little bit better. So yeah, this is what I've been cherishing for a long time. I don't really get it very often. But when I go back home to Suffolk, it just gives me a fantastic energy. Probably will be knackered by the time, otherwise cream cracker towards going home because of travel and that kind of thing. This is the main cinema. Apparently it's haunted. So yeah, somebody's done a video of inside of that, and of course they did that in lockdown. So yeah, do check out the video of that. It's definitely worth it. I think it was on the Walk With Me Tim channel. He went inside, and of course there was a light, lights going across the screen and things like that. And yeah, it's quite an amazing experience to go behind the scenes of a cinema. Hopefully we'll do that of a theatre, maybe in Bury St Edmunds, if they're interested in us doing a video behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm going behind the scenes of Great Yarmouth here, talking about that. Thank you very much so far, everyone that's tuned in. Thankfully the signal has stayed as it is, which is quite unusual really. It is, honestly, but very, very wisely. It's a nice little pub to go in, this one, because I remember having a jacket potato. I remember somebody said, do you mind if I smoke outside? And one of my friends said, no, I don't want you to smoke outside. And I think the lady soon shut up then. Well, actually carried on doing it. I remember having a jacket potato outside in the summer. It was great. Pot of tea, you can get in there if you like your pot of teas. And there's a hotel which you can also stay night as well. You can also stay the night at this one here where I'm coming down now. This is an exclusive eye shield view that you will never, ever, ever, ever get unless they are triggered to do this. I'd like, those kind of videographers to do that kind of thing by stopping the night here, because we've actually got a review on this. Well, we didn't do a review, but of course we did show it, and it is on the channel, and I always like to do it each time I come over here, because it's always going to be different each time. I've never stayed at a Premier Inn here. I stayed at the Troll Cart, and that's a hotel as well, so let's have a little bit of a quick wander down here. I think this is a lap dancing place here. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, we do hope you have enjoyed this live today. 44 minutes gone on the clock. Brilliant stuff. Hopefully I'll get back in time for the England game. Hopefully our prayers will be answered tonight. Hopefully England get a win. Well, we just don't know with England, do you? But Hopefully we get through. Mixture opinions on that one. And don't forget, you can hear my radio show, which is a repeat of yesterday on All Request Radio, actually based in Great Yarmouth. Feels like I'm in Bells Lemons, but I'm not. So yeah, you have to be careful crossing this road sometimes, because you never know who's going to be crossing over. There's literally no one here parking here, but it does say vacancies. This is the main place that I have stayed and used as a studio as well. Bit of a shame about the car parking area, which cannot be re-turfed because it's not owned by the people that actually, rent the place, because they've got someone above them, obviously. Wayne and Claire. I do remember their names. Okay, scammers. Have you got rid of all the scammers? You're doing a fantastic job, all the moderators. Thank you very much to all the moderators today, or the mods, if you like. So we'll have a quick look around here. Then I'll go back onto the Regent Road, as in the Pall Mall of Great Yarmouth, and then I'll finish it at the Spoons today. And thankfully my hour has done pretty well. So this is the Wayne's Court Lodge. Well, it's actually rented by Wayne and Claire. I don't know if they're in. They might pop out. Normally they pop out in the summer, but it's completely quiet here. Literally no one around. It's amazing, isn't it? So it's the Wayne's Court Lodge, and there is a number up there, and it's it says no vacancies, so I can't stay there tonight. So it's booked up, even this time of year. But you can see it's very festive. It'll probably come out in a minute. But number 16 here. That's the telephone number you need to ring. But no vacancies at all whatsoever. They've actually put the sign up there. Very festive. I want to wish Wayne and Claire a very Merry Christmas. If they spot us, they never come out very often. They like to keep themselves to themselves. Apparently they met Jimmy Carr. I don't know how true that is, but there you go. That's the Wayne's Court Lodge, which actually used to be a hotel stretched onto this park. You can imagine what it used to look like. And our room would be on the other side. Which one would Strawberry have? I wonder. There's actually a room where you've got another room in the back, which you probably spot on a video. So do check out the videos and give it a thumbs up of the Wayne's Court Lodge that we have done in the past. So this is not often spotted by a lot of videographers, but I think now they might have seen it. They might be intrigued by actually going ahead to actually come up this way, because this is what you don't see. A lot of people go down the main seafront here, another taxi there, and it stretches all the way down towards the troll cart to the left, and it takes you about 10 minutes to get to the troll cart from here. But I will go the other way just to show everyone here the famous way in to the troll cart, and the Premier Inn is just down there, 10-minute walk from here. I thought there was vacancy. It actually says vacancies there, but actually I didn't read it because it's in small print. It does actually say no vacancies. So yeah, anyway, I can't stay the night here, which is a bit of a mistake. You have to book in advance if you want to do Christmas period. And I was quite privileged to do a day trip in the Christmas period. So that's why I thought I'd come and do a day trip before, the strikes come in, because there's a lot of train strikes, which is a little bit annoying, really. To some people, I wish they stopped doing that, really, and get back to normal travelling for trains. Getting people to have more freedom is always good. So we're going this way now. We'll say goodbye to the Wayne's Court Lodge. It's great to see, of course, people talking to us live on the air. It's not often you get people coming up and saying hello, but of course it's nice anywhere. Let's see if we can get that in any towns, villages, cities, that kind of thing. It's always nice to have someone friendly and someone that doesn't mind telling you where they are from. So there we are. So obviously this is the Marine Parade, which stretches towards the other end of Great Yarmouth. Can anyone see the big wheel here? I can't see it in the distance. Time now is 28 minutes past 2. I should be able to get to the spoons in time to have a nice warm drink, a well-deserved one. If anyone wants to support the channel, feel free to do so. You know, I've made a huge effort to come out here. Well, I feel like I have anyway. And of course, a lot of people think it's minus 15. Well, actually, it's not. Hello, mate. You haven't seen me on camera, have you? You haven't even seen the camera either. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, of course, the pub on the prom. There's also a mermaid bar. It's connected to a hotel just there. There are people inside, and why not? Staying in the warm as well. Nice and festive there. Brilliant stuff. So, do check out our other lives wherever we go, and hopefully Strawberry will be delighted to come on a live at some point, so she gets the idea of what I'm doing now, and she's welcome to talk behind the scenes or be on camera, depending on what she feels like doing. And if we happen to talk to someone, we will be polite and present. So yeah, most of the things are closed. A lot of people said that. A lot of things are closed. But actually, the Pier Tavern is open. So yeah, it does say open on that sign over there. Do let us know what the signal's like, by the way. Is it clear? Anyone fancy sitting on these? Yeah, it's a shame. One time I was over here and I found out my cockatiel passed away a few years back. I was really in tears when I heard that moment. Amazing. Got the American burger over there, Joyland. How did you get to Great Yarmouth? Well, of course, there is something called a train, and that took about, let's say, overall, maybe an hour and a half. Not too long, but you can go by bus if you want to. You can get the express from Cambridge, because I saw a Great Yarmouth express bus, but it takes about 2 hours to get there. Oh, it's really that quiet down here. Really is. Got Christopher's sort of restaurant here. Try Coca-Cola. 0 sugar. Normally you hear music here during the summer, and this gets quite lit up at night. It's quite nice. And all these kind of shops are normally open during the summer, but there's only a few things open. They say nothing's open, but there are a few things open. Obviously, betting shops down there are open, and not too far away from there is the Trevorross, where we first stayed the night, thanks to Karaoke Phil, who I actually saw on the bus. He had a cold, actually. He had that passing cold. I think a lot of people have got that, haven't they? Strep A, they call it. You keep changing the names of it. Just call it pneumonia. That's all we want to call it. Sean's Cafe, or Sean's Cave, actually. I didn't get that right, did I? Britannia Fish and Chips. Obviously, a lot of things are closed down here, but one thing is for sure that is open is the troll card. Because, you know, thankfully we have one, because if we didn't, nothing else would be open. So yeah, coming past the Catholic church down here, So down this lane here, you've also got another hotel, and it's actually named the 40 Towers. Would anyone actually like to stay in it? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to stay there. I presume everybody's enjoying what they have been seeing today. And thank you very much for everyone that has stayed on today. It's been really amazing. I haven't seen Julian Plum on here. Yeah, I wonder if that name of that landlord will come to my mind in a minute. But yeah, probably think of it too late. I can hear dance music. Probably get demonetised if I stay too long. Dance if you want. The hamburger place, lovely breakfast when it's opened in the summertime, when it's season time, and lovely hamburgers there. Brilliant choice to go to. Talking about a brilliant choice, fashion choice. Normally open, of course. You know, sometimes it feels like a Sunday in Great Yarmouth when things are not open, but there are some things that are open. Huff and puff, and I'll blow your house down. And the good times as well. The Archie's restaurant is closed. All these restaurants are closed at the moment, but this is all open. The good times, record shop. So coming past the Catholic Church here. So it's down that way is where the Trevorross is and the 40 Towers here. I haven't got time to show you it today, but of course it is down that way. Just in case you've been wondering. These things always look like wind turbines, don't they? So yeah. Got fishing tackle specialist here. Obviously you've got to have a licence to have all these. Definitely recommended. Istanbul Kebab House, if you fancy a kebab. We've got the King Grill in Hayfield. I was going to say Cambridge, I don't know where I got that from. But I know there's takeaway stalls in Cambridge, but not called King Grill, unless I am mistaken by that. I have been in the Catholic Church, probably the signal would go if I went in there. Thank you very much for the 10 thumbs up, really means a lot here. Thank you very much indeed. Live from Great Yarmouth. This is touring with us. And of course, just want to say hello to you all. Yes, it really is me. Just in case you didn't know who it was behind the hat there. So yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying the show. And thank you so much for the thumbs up. It really means a lot to us all. Walk through times in the chat. Haven't seen you for a while. Love to visit Great Yarmouth one day. Perhaps you'll bump into us as well. Do check out our other lives. Do come on there and come and say hello to us. I'll probably redo Beres and Edmonds because we did have an interruption on that live that we did recently. And it cut off because of a phone call. And the signal was going a bit strange as well. But yeah, that's because in some areas of Beres and Edmonds, the signal can be a bit dodgy. You know, but it's got some really famous areas like the Abbey Gardens, the Butter Market, and it's quite festive in some parts of Beres and Edmonds. It feels like I'm in Beres and Edmonds now, but it's actually not that cold. I'm quite surprised about that. Okay. So yeah, I'll put my hat on now. Bear with me. So there you go. Yeah, that's my little sweet hat there. So there, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, this is all completely different here. It's all been done up here, by the looks of things. Bar Buffett. I'm sure it formerly was known as the Prince Regent. It says Prince Regent up there, but it's actually Bar Buffett. Wow. And they've got the football on as well. Everywhere's showing the football. Very festive. It's nice to see people wearing Christmas stuff there.
Bye-bye.
Right? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Woo! Lovely. Light your tops. Cheers. So yeah, this is a good takeaway store as well to check out here. If nothing else is open. Fried chicken and pizza, and they do burgers, kebabs, that kind of thing. Definitely worth it. Something to note as well, that of course some of these cash machines are not free to use. Bear that in mind. You'll have to pay a fee for transactions. So let's walk up here slowly. I really wish I had a night stay here, but unfortunately it's booked up, as I knew it would be anyway. If the signal's going, do let us know, and we do apologise. We'll try and stick to it. Supporting England. Will that be a good thing or not? We'll see tonight. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a win. What do you reckon? 2-1? Oh, you don't follow it? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, each to their own. Not everyone's interested in the football, but there you go. You have to duck down very quickly down here because you've got seagulls coming down here all the time. You can imagine what it would be like in the summer, where it would be absolutely heaving here. Heart attack. Didn't that used to be a programme years ago? We've got the Turkish barbershop just here. They're giving us a wave. Hey! Hello, Merry Christmas to you. We're touring with us. Thank you very much. Take care. If someone prefers tickles, go in this shop. No, I'm too ticklish. And if you fancy winning well, of course, we'll see. If you win £500, almost the same chance as winning the lottery, isn't it? You've also got another casino just down there. Obviously you've got your main amusements on the Marine Parade. But you can imagine what it would be like in summer or springtime when it gets heaving with people. Apparently it used to be a lot more busier than this, even in the summer. And it can get really, really stifling hot. And it'd be very hard to do a video because, of course, you'd be really, really hot. I remember coming here for holiday when it was really, really hot. And it was just too hot to do anything. You literally had to have a fan in your room. Got a lovely restaurant here. Do good breakfasts in there. It's all Greek to me. That's what it says, literally on there. All these kind of things, souvenirs. Some of these souvenir shops are open. Haven't seen any postcard shops open, not yet. And this is all kind of like new, because this used to be just nothing. It used to be something that was burnt down years ago. There's some history attached to that. And you've got all sorts of shops down here. You've even got Pound Stretcher down here. You've got another Poundland down there. You've got HSBC where they do coin, collection. So in other words, you put your coins in if you won any 2p's on the amusements, for example. And then, of course, you can put it in if you have that HSBC bank. And you must be over 18 to get an account these days. So, thank you very much for the thumbs up. It really helps boost the channel in a great way. All the prices for bags here and souvenirs, luggage, that kind of thing. £20, not bad. £35, £40. Yeah. If I had money, I'd take one home now. There you go, and you can get your bags as well. Wow, amazing stuff. So there you go. I think the shopkeeper was having a nose there of what I was doing. But yeah, you go. You always get the odd one. This is the old waxworks, I believe. And apparently it's quite a haunted place. Got some history attached to that. So we're nearly at the end of the live here. Thank you so much for watching. And it's just been a pleasure doing this today. And I think I've done this in succession. Pity that lady didn't give us a prediction on the football score. This is a good restaurant, by the way. I'm talking about the football score for the England against France tonight at 7 o'clock kick-off. Yeah, it's on ITV tonight, it's not BBC. I thought it was on BBC, but it wasn't to be. So it kicks off at 7. Programme starts at 6. That's where it gets confusing, isn't it? So yeah, apparently it's still open. Well, they're closed at the moment, but of course they still are open. It's a lovely fine restaurant to go into. Did anyone see the hot dog stall open? I don't think they are open. But it's amazing to see how many things that are open that people think that are not open. It is amazing. So we've been going for an hour here. Very, very slowly. A slow little walk and a wander. And I'm going to go inside this beautiful place in a minute. Not the Alexander, but it is a nice restaurant, by the way. I've been in there and had a spaghetti in there. Well, a spaghetti in there I did have. It was quite nice. So it's been a pleasure doing this. It's actually got a beer garden here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. Why are you going to buy me a meal? Not today, obviously. When you've got some money, you can. When I'm next in Sudbury, actually, you could do that then. All being well. Because that's where our next will be, hopefully, doing a little bit of a live there. And hopefully, all being well, Strawberry might be tempted to come along with me. Because I'll call her Strawberry all day. Exactly, the Poundland over here. I'll just go round here and finish off. I nearly stripped over here. It's not icy, honestly. Got some tables and chairs outside here, very festive here, you can see that. And you've got your bouquet flowers here, outside here. And this is the Market Gates main bus station. Here the bussies are here, not the choo-choos this time, just the buses. Look how new they are. This is where the number X11, pity there's not one here to show you, but of course you've probably seen a lot of them as I did the live today. But going around here, I think I've shattered myself out completely. So KFC is just over there, McDonald's is there, Poundland is there, the main, of course, Market Gate shopping area is just over there. So this here is the main troll cart spoons here. Wow. And it's also a night stay place, so we'll make sure we'll get a book night stay next time. And the beauty thing about this night stay here, which I've done before, and Phil came up, although he wasn't supposed to, I don't think, but he got away with it. He came up to see it himself, and he thought how fabulous it was, but he's never actually been tempted to actually do it himself. But what was amazing is that we had that night stay in 2019 because we had to see Jim Davison at the Britannia Pier, which is down the mile there of Regent Road. And of course the beautiful thing about it as well is that of course you can pay on the day. Once you book it online, you can pay on the day. Unlike Premier Inn and Travelodge, you had to pay it in front or up front. But the spoons, wherever you book a spoons, they'll let you pay on the day. Card or cash, I think, is the answer to that one. So I'm going to go inside now, but there you go. Let's turn the cameras this way. I haven't had to use my gloves, which is fantastic. It's like putting my hand inside a fridge. It really is feeling fresh, and that fresh feeling has got rid of my flu. You can see my nose has gone back to normal here. It really has. That's probably because of the sea air. But it does you good to come here for a day, even in the winter. A lot of people think it's cold. A lot of people think it's colder up in Scotland. But actually, it's just different. Maybe it's because it's a different atmosphere. I don't know. Don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm going to leave it on that. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Yet subscribe to us. Free of charge. It doesn't cost you a penny. And keep hitting that thumbs up. It really helps boost the channel in a great way. And do check out our other lives. And hopefully next time we will be live in Sudbury in Suffolk on Wednesday, I think it is. I'll let you know the details, and we'll post the details on the community chat and things like that when the time is going to be due. From all of us here, it's just been me and, of course,